Okay, folks, this is the regular Wednesday webinar, and it looks as if this may be a short one. So I think I see a few people, but Brian, for example, there's probably not going to be. I'll let you know. Stay on, Brian, for a while, but there doesn't appear to be a whole lot of people are working too hard, so they're not on the webinar. But let me go ahead and show my screen, just so we can get something done here. One second. Um, And let's see here. So, and again, let me just do this. Bill, let me know when you can see this.
Sure. I see it.
Okay, cool. So now, is there anything that you want to discuss other than what we were just talking about, which for the purpose of letting Brian know who's on and a few other people, again, let's just say that we were talking about some strategy as it relates to sending out emails and getting ready for the big Black Friday sale. Anything else we need to talk about?
No, I mean, that's really the burning issue on my mind right now. Not that I have concerns. I mean, that's just, what's occupying my thinking right now. I think today, based on what we talked about earlier, I'm going to put a quick video together, which I need to do anyhow, and I'll do a promotion in that, with what we were talking about and send out an email as well.
And what about testing this to make sure? Because one of the things I don't want to have happen is to have you guys bogged down. And I asked Stanley this question: if somebody loses their password or can't get access, I want to have standard things available to be able to give people, the customer service slash support that they need.
Right.
I assume my last email to Stanley where I asked about that, he promised me that we're okay and ready to go. Do you feel that that's the case too?
Well, I don't know. Beyond what you just said, I don't know. I
Yeah.
would love to be able to log in and just take a look at everything and do a double check. So I guess I'll contact him to get login information, and then we'll test it all out.
Yeah, I think we ought to do that. And I see Tony's about to come on here, but just stay with me until you can, until you have
Sure.
to go. I'm just getting myself some water here. And Tony, when you can hear us, just wait 1 second if you would. So tell me then, now again, have you, in order to make it so that we're product oriented and not service oriented, one of the things that I said that's been, I think, 3 or 4 months ago now was to investigate and get going with Zendesk, which I don't think we've done quite yet.
No, I've done the investigation, and I just have not, and probably won't be able to seriously look that closely until the new year, after we get through the holidays.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that that we got to transition this with a combination of things to make it more product oriented, because I certainly don't want the revenue to be dropping, which it has, and I want, that's bad for both of us. So I want to make sure that we can make the money with less effort, less energy, and less work.
Yeah, I'm all about that.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that I think the problem there is that we have to get going with things customer service oriented stuff, and also I don't know if you asked Mallory to put together a some kind of a list of areas in which it takes her the most time. Because I'd like to.
Yes, yeah, I have.
Okay, so I mean, if we could look those over at some point when we have sort of a lull over the holidays or something, that would be great.
Okay.
Okay, well, I know you got to run, so go ahead and run. And Tony, are you there?
Yes, I am, Fred.
Okay,
How
cool.
are you?
Bill, we'll see you later.
All right, thanks, guys.
Okay.
Bye.
So anyway, talk to me, Tony. What's going on with you?
Not too many things, Fred, as you know. So I'm looking at like a three-part process, obviously working on the lead pages and putting together a opt-in page to give away our 17-minute video and to collect email addresses. So I've been working on that.
Okay.
And so, there's some technical challenges, really micro stuff, I guess, or just really kind of detailed techie stuff
Like
that
what?
I'm working through. Integrating web marketing magic with lead pages.
Just why don't you send that to Stanley and have him do that for you?
Exactly, and that's what I'm trying to kind of get to know what the needs are, what the steps are, and then I can just kind of detail it in an email, and then he can do it for us.
Yeah, well, the thing is, when you ask him to do that, ask him also, and make sure to copy me on this, Because I haven't
Yes.
seen much correspondence where you've sent something to him and copied me.
Oh,
Make
I
sure.
keep forgetting, and I do apologize for
Yeah,
that,
you
Fred.
have to do
So
that because
that
if
will be a
not,
priority.
yeah, I mean, I don't know when you're contacting him, what's going on. So next time you do, ask him to put together a video to show you how to do what you're asking him to do so you can keep it on your computer if you ever need to do it again.
And that sounds great, Freddie. So that's I haven't been corresponding with him over the last week or so. So you haven't been getting anything because I haven't been sending him anything.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, so just make sure because I want to make sure that we get this we got to get this going so we can make it happen. And the big thing is again, and this is where, you know, uh, small list let me see if I equals small money, big list equals big money. And that's just all there is to it. And
Yeah.
I mean, assuming everything else equal. So what we have to do is we have to get going to launch, you know, to launch the list building efforts to get people on board, and to do that we need good copy for the lead pages stuff, but we also need a good program that we're giving out. And so on a scale of 1 to 10, how good do you think is the 17 and a half minute video, which is about Priceline, right?
Yeah, it's, well, I don't really describe it as Priceline, just kind of described it as a kind of a general sense of, let me just go into what I'm trying to tell you specifically, because I screencast it because I couldn't save it. So it's like free video reveals how you can stay at any luxury hotel for $50 now and forever. And that's
Wow.
my headline.
Okay. Yeah, I like that.
And
Um,
then, and then
you know what
I'm
I
using
would
a certain template.
what I would
Sorry, Fred.
add what I would add to that is um, repeat what you just said.
Yeah, free video reveals how you can stay at any luxury hotel for $50 now and forever.
Now let's put something next to luxury. I would put something like in parentheses, generally over $350 a night, or whatever you want to put there. What's the normal fee?
Yeah, about 250.
Yeah. So I would put that in parentheses after it just to show the difference between, because when people see luxury and then they see $50, there's not a real one-to-one comparison.
Very good point.
Yeah, so let's make it numerical so that we say to people, okay, normally, $250, and I would put $250 plus, so add the plus there.
Very good.
Yeah, and I think that's actually a pretty good headline with that. I like that. And so that will give people a good reason to want to sign up for that. I like it.
And then I actually put together a thumbnail so they can see the actual, I guess, what I was showing you from YouTube. Then they actually have a really kind of a teaser to kind of click on the video, but you can't.
Right.
I like that. And then I put all the bullets, like 3 or 4 of them along the side, giving it more value. And Fred, it was great with this template. It's the one that you recommended, the 2.0. And I decided to put, instead of as seen and then you can put corporate logos, I said, these are the hotels that you can get from these chains. So
Yeah.
I thought it was a little bit of a spin-off, kind of what you were telling me to use the template for.
Yeah, I think it's great. And so the other thing, that I'm thinking is that we've got we've got to find a way to build the list, and I think that it's one of these things where you're going to have to start doing those the travel minute things.
Yeah.
And I don't know, did we get the YouTube channel straightened out?
Yeah, we did, and I actually successfully converted it. So we
good.
do have Travel Scrooge.
Oh, good. Okay, so that's great. And by the way, I still have it on my list to get you back your signed document and all of the other documents I have that were sent to the house with regards to the banking and stuff.
Well, I appreciate that. And I also wanted to ask you something, because I'm starting to, there's all these little steps that we have to wonder about. I'm concerned about my privacy issues. So when we look at setting up the autoresponder, needing to give certain addresses and phone numbers out. So I definitely don't want to give my personal address out. So there's the challenge for me, because I'm looking at it as a cost-effective measure in the beginning, but after that, I'll probably do something bigger.
Yeah, well, I think that the idea here, I have my post office box in Henderson,
Right.
and so I use that for all of my stuff. I have everything going there.
Mhm.
Can you do something similar there where you just have like a mailbox service?
Yeah, we have in Canada here. It's a little. It's not an online kind of that you have to go physically get a post office box, and I don't really need it. I need more of a virtual address. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I had to go physically to mine as well. I couldn't do it all online. So, I mean, but I just found something real near my house, and actually all my mail goes there.
Right. Yeah. I have one in Blaine, Washington that I could do, but I was preferring to not needing to use it just across the border. So I was just hoping maybe I could look into getting a US based address as well as a Canadian address to the same maybe provider. So I'm still trying to look into that. I'll probably get something concrete done by the end today.
Okay, yeah, I mean, it's just a good thing to, yeah, to have there. Now, the thing is, this is for the purpose of the autoresponder series, right?
Yeah, and I also want it for a little big picture, but I don't want to dwell too much time on it. I just don't want to give out my personal address.
Yeah. Now, when with Blaine, Washington, how if you left your house right now and got, how long would it take to get to Blaine?
Probably about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on the border.
Yeah. Yeah, that's you obviously want. It'd be nice to have something that was sort of right there.
Yeah, just convenience, as you know, time's going to be even more limited as we put together all
Absolutely.
these projects.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So now the thing about it is that I think that what's going to happen is giving away the free stuff and doing the video, the travel update minutes, the daily travel minute, and we should come
Right.
up with a clever name for that. I think I reserved years ago information marketing minute when I was thinking
Okay.
of I was gonna do something similar, which of course I never ended up doing, which would have been a really good thing to do. I've been talking to Avish about a couple things that we're gonna do in his market, and that's keeps coming back. So
Okay. Just fill up that YouTube channel, in other words.
yeah, you want to fill up the YouTube channel with both, short and long, anything that people really go, because that's what, if you look at Bill's, and I don't know if you seen this in a while where YouTube. So if we put in and we go to Bill DeWeese channel here. So um, he now has 6,858. Can you see this number here?
Yeah, definitely. Wow.
So he's got almost 7,000 people who follow him on YouTube. And the computation that you need to make when you're talking now about a list, your list is equal to YouTube, plus Twitter, plus LinkedIn, plus Instagram,
Crazy.
plus Facebook, et cetera, et cetera. I mean,
Right.
you basically, different people tend to gravitate towards different social media, and you don't want to exclude any of them. But what happens is that all of these different social areas here can then tell people, to go to, you know, travelscrooge.com, because anytime when you look at one of Bill's videos, and let's take a look here, I'll just pull one up, I'll mute it here, hold on. So now voice dash over dash trading appears on all of these, see?
Yeah, it's kind of like a watermark.
Yeah, it is. And it doesn't matter where you go, pick a video, it's always there. Pick another
Good.
video, it's always there. So we want to make sure that that everything that you do points back to Travel Scrooge. And so I don't know where we stand with where do we stand with the creation of the site itself?
Well, it's just for me. It's just to get those notes over to a web developer, which is Stanley. But also with this in mind, I'm also have a colleague here, or I shouldn't call him a colleague. He does web development for me or web stuff for me, and he's freed his time up. So I'm going to meet with him on Friday and get this done.
Okay, good. That's cool. So then, yeah, let's just get it going so we can. So what basically what he's going to do is going to take the Wix site and just turn it into a WordPress site, right?
Correct, and that's his specialty, WordPress sites.
Good. And just out of curiosity, did he give you a price on this?
I do some barter agreements with him, so I help him with some stuff. So
yeah,
I'm hoping that will continue.
Okay, I'm just wondering, like, what kind of a deal you're getting on that. But I don't think it should really be that much because, frankly, what he needs to do is select a WordPress template that'll work with the style that you're looking for, and he'll have to, he'll have to go in there and do some customizing. But I think that for the most part, you'll be good.
Yeah, and I've already done most of that, so we're just going to go through the actual template and customize it using the existing template software that they've built in. That's why I really like the certain templates. It's very user friendly.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see. What else then do we need to do? What else do you need my help with right now?
Right now, it's just me trying to kind of put all these things together. Fred, you've been a great support and very patient. I just gotta. There's really just kind of for me to just get all this put out, and then I guess when you do is just review and see what we can do to improve or look at other angles. And I'm really excited about this. So for me, it's like finally coming together. Like here it is. It's physically coming together, not in the mind, but right in action. So this is where I'm at.
That's great. Well, then make sure that anytime you need me, just email me. Let me know what you need, and I'll get on it.
Well, I appreciate that, Fred. I think I'm wanting to be a little bit more detailed oriented around it, so then I get a kind of familiarity with it, and then after that I can kind of let it go more.
Yeah, because I know that you're going to be the most incredible spokesperson for this, and we're going to get a lot of hopefully press, publicity, and everything else to help build everything up and build the list, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, and that's what I'm really loving it, because now I can depend on certain people who are smarter than me that I can do my thing, and then everyone can kind of help, and we're all happy.
Sounds good. Okay, well then let's cut it off for today. And again,